89.7 Truly Local Radio. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of Bob Dylan there, a bit of a false start there for you here on Northumberland 89.7, 814 out there, and again, it's a bit of a cool one out there today, and I want to remind everybody to come on out and check out this great event that's taking place tomorrow night, Sustaining Cobourg, Sustainable Cobourg, and I have as my guest this morning, Miss Jayne Finn. Jayne, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm just trying to get my lips moving and my teeth talking, and it's just tough to do so early in the morning.
I feel your pain.
You're a bit not much of an early bird yourself, I take it. No. Lots of great things going on. Sustainable Cobourg. Just a quick note: if you pick up Northumberland today, there's a brief summary on Jayne and what she's got going on down at the Loft tomorrow night. Very nice. Actually, it's a good little article in there. And again,
and thanks to Valerie McDonald.
Yeah, she dropped by and just tried some information. She's actually going to be. Is she going to be at the event tomorrow? You think?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're okay.
They're definitely invited.
Absolutely. Well, it's a free event, and we encourage everybody to come out to the Loft tomorrow night, 201 Division Street, upstairs of the Hardin House, the Chocolate House, if you will. Lots of great things going on. Sustainable Cobourg invites you to join them for an evening that will help you visualize the future of the Northumberland County. Again, it's a way to maybe mark this area as a Greenbelt.
That's right. Just a little background. Last spring, there was a big meeting here at the Columbus Center that was organized by the province. The Greenbelt is now 10 years old. And so part of the whole legislature around that was that a review had to be conducted after 10 years. So last spring, there were meetings all across the province. There was one here led by David Crombie, the former mayor of Toronto, and the fellow who actually built the whole waterfront trail. And it was attended by MPP Rinaldi and a number of other people. And the public was invited to answer questions about all kinds of aspects of growth, development, transportation, sustainable communities. Well, I think they actually called them complete communities, and the Greenbelt. And so after, several months and lots of deliberation, the review has been conducted. There's 87 recommendations in this document that was prepared by a panel led by Mr. Crombie. Some of the recommendations were to grow the Greenbelt, but not saying exactly where that growth should happen.
Mm-hmm. Is that primarily, you think, around the Horseshoe area?
There's definitely, Niagara Escarpment was part of this review, the Oak Ridges Moraine, the Greenbelt, and the Growth Plan. So all four of those plans were brought into this review. And right now there are groups in Niagara, around Simcoe, Guelph, Paris, and now Northumberland, all saying, we would like to see the Greenbelt grow, and here are the reasons why.
So you're saying that it does not exist in the Niagara region, Paris?
Oh, it does, but not the entire region. So there's like key areas where, in particular, to protect water resources. So, as you know, there's been large mega quarries and whatnot that have the potential to really impact, water resources, the quality of our water. So there are specific groups that are organizing to say the Greenbelt needs to expand into this area. The Greenbelt covers something like, it's almost 2 million hectares. Let me just check my notes here. A million acres of forest, wetland, farmland, but it doesn't cover the whole province.
The Greenbelt area down here, anyway, it stops at Durham.
It does,
and I was under the impression it came all the way out here.
Well, when you look at the map of where actually the Greenbelt is, there's a straight line, which is the border between Durham and Northumberland, except where the Oak Ridges moraine kind of sweeps in. And so it's north of where we are here. It's sort of between us and Rice Lake. But there's a whole area. So basically part of the idea for expanding it here is to provide a buffer for the Oak Ridges moraine, to increase the protection of our water resources, to provide protection for farmland. Part of the problem is fragmentation with farmland, where a little bit gets divided off here. A farmer is offered, more money than he could get just selling it as farmland for development. And so it all gets broken up.
Yeah, but if it's under the Greenbelt protection, there is no way to develop on that land. Is that correct?
That's right.
So if a farmer wanted to sell off, say, maybe 4 or 5 acres of his land, he'd be selling it off just as land. Nobody could build on that.
Well, what they often do is rent. In order to have a large enough parcel of land, what a lot of farmers do now is rent from, so say somebody from the city comes and buys 50 acres.
Right.
They, live on the property, they have a vegetable garden, the rest is rented out.
Yeah, well, I used to live up in the country area there of Northumberland, and yeah, you are right. A lot of it is rented out by big manufacturing companies who want to grow corn and soybean and that type of thing. However, if Fred Smith, who owns a farm up in the Northumberland area, wanted to sell it off outright, and let's say he's got a house on there, but the house is in the middle of the property, and say the new people who bought the place wanted to build a house right on the corner, they couldn't move that location. They have to stay where they are. Is that correct? Is that how that works?
Well, right now, the Greenbelt does not provide protection for farmland.
Right.
So unless you're, if it's in the Oak Ridges moraine, it's protected. But if it's not protected. So, it would depend on municipal regulations around, what can happen in their specific area. But right now there is no Greenbelt protection.
And that's something we're looking for here in the Northumberland
right.
area. Absolutely. Well, we got a fantastic feature that's going on tomorrow down at the Loft. We're going to be watching some. Kind of. Is there one movie or 2 films we're watching?
There's actually 2. There's a very brief one that was put together by the Northumberland Food Charter with Sustain Ontario. So that's going to be our little opener, and we're kind of calling that Growing in the Greenbelt. Then there's a second part, which is we're kind of calling Growing Awareness in the Greenbelt, and that is there's going to be a short film there. I think it's just an excerpt of an NFB film. And Mark Stab, who is the Central Ontario coordinator for the Nature Conservancy of Canada, is going to be talking about the Iroquois Plain. And this is the area that we're supporting as being the area that the Greenbelt grow into in Northumberland. And this is an important watershed kind of area. So he's going to talk about that. And then we have a small panel. Somebody from the Oak Ridges Moraine Coalition, a woman by the name of Joyce Chow, Kimberly Leadbeater from Northumberland. Oh, no, what is it? It's the HKPR, the Halliburton Kawartha Pine Ridge Health Unit is going to be talking. She's going to be looking at it from a quality of life lens. And then we have Albert Botha, who is a farmer in just outside of Grafton, who grows lambs and has awards for the best pasture land and whatnot. And he's going to be talking about it from an agricultural point of view.
And you bring up a rather interesting point, because Northumberland is actually rather famous here anyway for fresh food, fresh vegetables. It's a very great area for growing and sustaining a community, if you will. The farmers out here with their with the farmers market in Port Hope and in Cobourg, and I think there's also one in Colborne as well, grow their own vegetables to sell to the public. They are fresh vegetables.
That's right.
And of course, it's all about knowing where your food comes from.
And that's one of the great things about the Greenbelt is that it is this protected area that is right adjacent to major urban centers. Mm-hmm. So it allows, people who live in cities to have access to build awareness, to local food. It's right there. It doesn't have to come from Mexico and California. We can grow it right here.
Yeah, and we do, folks. It's just a lot of great things going on as far as trying to get stuff on your table. I'm a big supporter of the local markets. As far as the farmers market and going off to the farmland. I know I really enjoy listening to Chef's Corner because they bring on farmers and agriculturists and people like that, making us fully aware of what the Greenbelt has to offer as far as keeping our food fresh and being able to sustain ourselves. Again, like I said, I thought the Greenbelt came all the way out here to Northumberland.
It does in a way through the Oak Ridges Moraine,
and that's pretty much it.
There's room to grow.
Absolutely. Do we know what kind of effect this is going to do if we do get a Greenbelt area? If, say, the Northumberland area becomes Greenbelt, do we know what kind of effects that's going to take on the marina? Like, we have a lot of people that come into town via the boats and the water.
The Greenbelt, right now we have the Greenbelt cycling trail, mm-hmm. which starts in Niagara, goes, just sort of follows the whole Greenbelt. And then again, it crosses into Northumberland, comes down into Port Hope, Cobourg, where it joins up with the waterfront trail. Mm-hmm. Again, it's not part of the Greenbelt when it's here, but the Greenbelt is a really strong brand, mm-hmm. and people are aware of it. So it kind of adds to the appeal for tourists, for people who like to go out hiking, walking. So, yeah, people coming to the marina, Greenbelt, they know it. They know that it's a great place to go hiking for, fresh air, bird watching, all of that kind of stuff.
Well, the thing is that, and I just thought of this as you were describing it, is they have a program going on. I think Paris has actually been awarded it. It's the Blue Flag. And the Blue Flag is an organization that started in Europe, where if you go to a community and you see this blue flag flying, it shows that the beach and the town itself is very clean, and the water is great, and of course the area itself is very.
Well, I think here in Canada we have the Blue Dot, which is an initiative started by. Well, maybe not started, but certainly supported by the Suzuki Foundation. Mm-hmm. And there is a group just starting to get organized here in Cobourg.
Okay. The thing is, I think Cobourg's actually been nominated. I don't know when the award comes out, if in fact they receive it, about the Blue Flag. This Blue Dot that you're referring to can probably be probably one of the next things that go on, providing, we get our act together and, we can straighten this out. Now, you said the past Honorable David Crombie, who was Toronto's mayor back in the 75, I believe. I remember Dave and I went and had a conversation with him in his office back in about 75. Interesting guy.
Yep.
And, of course, this event's taking place tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Come early, limited seats.
I think it seats 60.
Seats 60.
So doors open at 7. The event starts at 7:30.
But standing room only, folks. Come on out. We'll get you in the door. Don't worry about that. I think this is something we all really need to partake in. Again, it's a free event. Come on out and just share awareness as to what the Greenbelt is all about.
That's right. We're going to have a petition. Part of the importance of this event is that we need to send the message to the provincial government through MPP Rinaldi that we're ready to have the Greenbelt expand into Northumberland.
Well, I think it's a great idea. Anytime that we can offer the opportunity to partake in that kind of fun, I really think we really need to do that. Again, we invite. It would be nice to see Lou down there.
It would be. We have invited him, but it's budget time, and he has lots of demands. So
He does.
And we do have a meeting, face-to-face meeting, set up with him on March 4th, where we'll be presenting him with, our petition with hopefully lots of names on it. We're trying to partner with some other environmentally minded groups in the county. That's an ongoing process. So at any rate, what we're really wanting to do is build support for this.
Is there a website or something people can tune to?
Well, Sustainable Cobourg has a website, so sustainablecobourg.ca. We're also on Facebook, so Facebook/Sustainable Cobourg.
Nice.
Information is available there.
Absolutely. Again, doors open up at the Loft at 201 Division Street. This is the second floor of the Hardin House Cafe at the 7 p.m. And again, the event's going to start around 7:30. That's tomorrow night, February the 24th. I want to thank my guest, Jayne, for coming in. Jayne, what a great little eye-opener. It was absolutely great. Again, I learned something.
Thanks for the opportunity.
And I really welcome everybody to come out. Miss Jayne Finn, everyone. And again, she's the VP of Sustainable Cobourg. And again, another great initiative put forward by the community. Can I give you the last word?
Hope the weather holds for tomorrow. And
should be fine tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning may be a little questionable for you, but tomorrow night should be perfect. Yep. Everything will be settled, as it were. You know what they say, as the dust settles.
Right. As the snow settles, we'll look forward to having a really good crowd out for this event.
Any coffee? If there's coffee,
there's coffee.
Absolutely. Well, you actually may see me down there then. It's all about the coffee. Again, Ms. Jayne Finn, VP of Sustainable Cobourg. A great little initiative, a great event. Come on out and support it. There's a petition there. We're going to sign that, and we're going to present that to the Honourable Lou Rinaldi, and hopefully we can extend the Greenbelt, because I think it's a great idea to protect what we got going on before someone comes in and ruins it. And of course, as I had said, that as far as getting our local produce and fresh vegetables and things like that, we need to keep that alive.